Hello to my amazing artists.
Hello to my amazing art teacher slash mother.
We're excited to see you guys. We are doing something together again. Instead of just seeing Mrs. Benko's hands on the video, we get to see my face and Tessa's face. So what we're doing this week is everything with dough. It could be salt dough, like we're going to show you how to make right now, or it could be Play-Doh. So to make the salt dough, the reason we're doing that one as an option is it's a little bit more long lasting. So we've made them with some of the younger grades for ornaments or wall hangings, but you can make sculptures with them too. So to do that, your ingredients, or your materials, first you need a mixing bowl, you need mixing cups or measuring cups, you need flour, salt, and warm water. So let's get started. Did you show them our sign just so they can remember that, Tess? There's your ingredients and how much of your ingredients you're gonna need. So you need 2 cups of flour to get it started. And then you also will need a cup of salt. I think I hear a sound from our garage, don't mind that. 2 cups of flour, cup of salt, right, Tess?
Mm-hmm.
So we're just gonna let this go. And we have to thank Mr. Benko for just running to the store to get this for us, because Mrs. Benko didn't realize we were out. So he was a good helper in our process. So good family teamwork, right? So here we go, it's almost to the top. Ah, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna dump that in there. If it's a little bit off, that's okay, because you're not actually baking cookies or anything. So you don't have to worry about taste.
Now, the last step on this paper will be to dump in 1 cup of warm water with the rest.
And usually I mix, which I forgot, I usually mix the salt and the flour first, but it's okay. And then you dump in your water. So then you're gonna stir. I'm using a fork. I've seen people do it in a blender. You could look on YouTube for other videos or other recipes. You can do it in, not a blender, in a mixing, like a, oh my goodness, KitchenAid mixer. I couldn't think of the word. What are those called? And a mixer with an actual mixing bowl or a hand mixer. There's lots of ways you could do it. But
this tastes really bad.
This would taste really bad. You could taste it and you wouldn't get sick. Or you wouldn't, it's not toxic because it's just flour and salt, but it would be gross. You want to taste it?
Sure.
Tessa wants to taste it. See what she says.
Oh, it does taste horrible.
Yeah, because there's so much salt in it. So you wouldn't want to, but you know, you're curious, you gotta try it. So we're gonna keep mixing this, and then when it's all mixed up and it looks like cookie dough or it looks like a regular dough, what you can do is plop it onto either the table, maybe sprinkle a little bit of flour, or, see, she's so grossed out, she had to go get a drink. Or you can sprinkle a little bit of flour onto your tray, so that way your dough doesn't stick to the table and mom isn't super mad because you made a big mess. Okay, so you can do it onto a tray, and then you can start to use it almost like we would use our clay in class. Now mine's not quite mixed up yet, so I'm just gonna do that because it's easier to use my hands sometimes than using an actual tool. And I'm gonna keep mixing, and then we will be right back so we can show you some things that you can actually create with your salt dough. Hey, and we are back. So we're ready to make our creations, and I wanted to show you while Tessa's getting her part ready like this, that you can make pretty much anything by using a coil, which is like a snake. So you can make any 3-dimensional shape pretty much for your sculpture or your creation by making a coil, or making a ball, or by making something flat, like a slab. So you can do that by using a coil about the size of your pinky, a ball, or something flat. And that's how you can make pretty much any creation. So if you're wanting to make an animal, you can make with a ball. You could start to form it into its body, or even this looks kind of like a big coil almost. And then if you wanted to cut off the legs to attach on there, you could do that as well by using your coil. And then you could use a head to make your little animal creation.
Make sure if you do use knives or scissors, make sure that you have permission first.
Yes, of course. So the nice thing about working with clay or Play-Doh or anything like that is if you mess up, you can just do exactly what I did and just crush it back together. Now we've made a lot of things out of a slab, what it's called, and that's what Tessa's doing, by either making a print or we've used cookie cutters before. It almost looks like real sugar cookie dough. And then we've made ornaments by sticking a straw or something through there. Or parents, this is something that's fun. I know it's not Christmas time, but I have had my kids, when they were little, do their handprint. My hands are huge. I'm 6 foot tall. I have huge hands. But when Tessa was itty bitty, she did her little handprint, and we made an ornament out of that. You let it dry. You don't even have to bake it or anything. You may have to flip it though. So let it dry and then flip it over so the air gets to both sides. And then again, you can paint it, which we'll show you in the morning after we make our creations, what the painted part looks like.